Hello. This video is what I think about national health care. I'm making this video because, I was listening to the radio and people are talking about Obamacare, and there's the new Republican takeover and everything, and they're going to repeal the whole Obamacare or whatever. I was thinking about labeling this video what I think about Obamacare, but I don't know anything about Obamacare. And I think I should research it a little bit and then make a video about it maybe. But national health care is the most important thing that we could have. We absolutely need national health care because everybody has a body. It's the one thing you cannot get away from. You have a body, and you will have a body until the day you die. So, everybody needs health care. Because the way it is now, health care is too expensive. And it should not be like that. Because there's people who can't pay for that. And health care should be free. Health care should be free because nobody's going to want to abuse their body and abuse health care. It's impossible to abuse health care by abusing your body because everybody wants a nice body. Everybody wants a healthy body. And it's too expensive. I crashed my bike last year and I needed 4 stitches. I was charged $2,500 for 5 minutes worth of work. That's not right. I didn't have insurance, so I told them I didn't have insurance, and then they ended up charging me like $550. That's still too much. Should have been free. Don't add insult to injury. I just hurt myself. I'm going to have a scar the rest of my life on my knee, on my leg. Are you going to charge me $550 for it? No. Everybody deserves health care. Total health care. They shouldn't have to pay a cent. Everybody should, you shouldn't have to go broke for getting cancer or for getting monoscoliosis or whatever the fuck the disease it is that you have. Now, I don't know anything about Obamacare, but paying taxes for healthcare should not be mandatory. If it's mandatory, what if you don't have a job? What if you're one of these homeless people who doesn't have a job? How the hell are they going to pay? You going to throw them in jail for not paying? You going to run up a tab against them and then they owe more and more money? No, you can't do that. See, Daisy, my battery just died. Which is not good for me because this means I have to fucking transfer it with AVS for you, which takes like an hour. Then I'm going to have to put it into fucking whatever. Yeah, so you shouldn't have to pay for healthcare. You shouldn't be taxed specifically for healthcare. And so then what are you going to do? Only tax the people with jobs? Well, then that's going to encourage people to work under the table and pay other guys under the table because then they have to tax extra for that. So, the government needs to pay healthcare from the government pot, where they get the money from the taxes for, I guess, sucking taxes off of everything. People's work, homeowners, purchasing stuff, I don't know. Just make it so that they pay, so that it doesn't encourage people to work. And I don't know how that works anyways. I mean, there are probably taxes you have to pay anyway for working legally. And, it'll get more and more easy to enforce that. And I think that's good. I think paying somebody under the table, that's not right. But healthcare should be something that's like so worked into the woodwork of the government pot that it doesn't, give anybody the encouragement to, not want to pay those taxes. But anyways, everybody needs healthcare, but it should not be mandatory to pay. I think my mom said something about in 2014 it's going to start being mandatory to pay. And then I just called her and she's like, well, I don't know. Anyways, If part of Obamacare is that it's going to be mandatory to pay, then yes, that is an infringement on our freedom. That is an infringement on the Constitution. And I know exactly what right-wing people, Tea Partiers, and all these people are talking about, and I'm with them on that. I do not know if that's true, so I'm not going to assume it is like that. But do not tax people. That's like a tax on living. You do not tax people on living. You'll tax people on cigarettes, you tax people on alcohol, you tax people on homeowners, tax, whatever, houses, whatever the fuck. But you don't tax people for having bodies. Okay? So, but everybody deserves health care. We should not have private health care so that you're going to run up some huge debt, because that's the same thing as taxing your body. Because you have no control over if you get sick or not. And if you get sick and you still want to live, then you're getting taxed, and it's just as bad as having the mandatory tax. So we all deserve health care. We should not be paying for it. It should be paid for by the government that gets their money off of a mix of everything else, whatever. So that's it. Now, as far as, I'll Google Obamacare, but I'm not going to try hard. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have like a version of it that's readable, because it's just, they're idiots. Government are idiots. They'll write a 300-page fucking story about what Obamacare is, and that'll be it. The only way to find out what the fuck they're talking about is to read the whole 300 pages in language that you can't even understand. Fucking gobbledegook. But I'm going to give them a chance. I'm going to try a little bit and see if anybody has it condensed down. If they don't have it condensed down, I will be inclined to make another video saying, hire me, pay me $50,000 a year. I'll be the guy who turns 300-page bills into one-page summaries for normal people to read and have access to quite easily right next to the bill. And I'll make videos about them because that's very easy to do. The whole gist and the important stuff about it, but that's another video. So anyways, that's what I think about nationalized healthcare.